Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to part 2 of our Cooking with Denoy RV edition. This is our first time filming. It's my second day of cooking. I am going to try to eat all this melted hamburger before it starts to go bad. It's Great Value beef burgers. It is already, it was frozen solid yesterday, but right now it's cold, but not frozen solid. Got my little trashing here that I have made. I'm going to turn the heat up a little bit. I think that should be enough right there. And I will have to finish this meat up by tomorrow. I mean, it's cold right now, so it's not bad, but it's not frozen. And yesterday it was frozen solid. And this was kept in the freezer portion. Go ahead and cook up 3. I need a lot of meat because I need to eat all this up by tomorrow. That's the plan. So we'll go ahead and cook up the meat, and you'll see that I have made a little wash area here by using the water. I'm just going to rinse that off and clean it. Just clean my hands a little bit. Catching the water because I'm not letting it go to the gray water or, you know, holding tank down below, because we're just going to dump things out. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and season it. Let me go ahead and put this up. I cannot film, and I'll try to do it one-handed. Let all the air out here. That is the rice that we cooked earlier. I did not use the inverter cooking system. I did use the butane stove. But I am going to put this in. You can see I have ice water here. Something floating in my ice here. But I have iced water in there. Water with lots of ice that had been put in there to chill the food. And we are going to stir everything up. And take this and just mince that a little bit. You know what, before I stir it up, I'm going to season it with some of our Badia Complete. This is like a given. You put on some Badia. You know what, before I do all this, I'm going to drain the fat, all the grease there. I'm going to go ahead and, I have to shut off the camera, but I'm going to get a paper napkin, paper towel here, and just drain the fat on there so I don't have too much fat. And then I'll add the seasoning. Just so you can see what I mean by draining the fat. I am literally just soaking up the fat that came off from the meat. That there's not too much fat in here. There we go. And I'll get rid of it here. Okay, we're going to add some Badia. And of course, some of our chopped onion. I'll try to open this up here one-handed. And I'm just going to pour this chopped onion on there. Doesn't that look good already? I know it smells really good. This is not the most ideal cooking right now because I'm using the butane system instead of the propane built-in system. But it beats cooking inside Little Blue 2 in the limited space, although this oil is splattering everywhere. And I just hit that. Thank goodness it didn't fly off. I'm getting oil splatters everywhere. Grease. So we're going to go ahead and add some chopped onion. Close the lid here and let it cook up some more. I got a mess. There's grease everywhere. I'm going to have to work out a better system here. I'm going to figure out how to clean everything. So I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit. And I will be chopping it up and adding the stir-fry vegetables. Oh, there's dust flying everywhere on the camera. So I still obviously have not mastered cooking in here. You can see here, just to show you how I got my water, I'm actually using the tanked water and have it left up, and I'm using this water to kind of, you know, catch the water that I'll be dumping outside later. And now we're going to chop up our meat into slices. This will make sure it's all thoroughly cooked. Chunky meat. Kind of like a chopped steak. Yeah. You tell yourself this is chopped steak, it tastes so much better. So this is chopped steak. Chopped steak stir fry. Doesn't that sound good? Should. Look at how good that looks. I could even eat this. Sometimes when I don't have vegetables and stuff, I'll eat this kind of stuff with the rice. So I'll leave that little fat in there because we're going to be putting the vegetables in there. Maybe I'll drain it a little bit more. I'm going to drain just a little bit of the fat. No need to eat a lot of fat. So in a normal home I would pour this, maybe even down the sink with hot water. Usually, oh crap, this just fell. This isn't good. Yeah, system still needs to be worked on. Clean that. And get the part that did not have the water on it. I am draining the fat. I don't want to eat too much fat. We do want a little bit of fat in there to, the oil, so that when we put the vegetables in there, it'll cook it up. But we don't want to just eat fat. And I'm dripping oil everywhere. I am making a mess. It's because I'm trying to film. That's part of the problem here. Trying to do things one-handed here. And the other is just everything's new to me in here. I don't have the system all set up yet, working correctly. Everything is all new. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get the vegetables and add them at this point. Here then are the mixed vegetables I'm going to be adding. It is mixed vegetables, carrots, green beans, corn, and peas. It's not frozen. It's cold, but not frozen because the freezer isn't freezing. It's just serving as a refrigerator. So we're going to add that. I think that's enough, and I'll save the rest for tomorrow. We'll make something with it. Alright, I also have some broccoli cuts that I'm going to toss in there for a little bit of extra crunchiness. That should bring out more flavor. Doesn't that look so good? This certainly is a lot different than me cooking in Little Blue, because we got a lot more ingredients and a lot more things we can cook. Once I get the system fully cooked, we should be making some even cooler dishes. Alright, now that we got the vegetables going, it's time to add the piece de resistance, or the soy sauce. Pour in some soy sauce here for extra flavor. Alright, there's our soy sauce, and I'll turn the heat up just a little bit more. It's just sizzling right now. It's not really frying. Stir fry is normally cooked over a very high heat. This is kind of a medium heat. Doesn't that look good? I don't have any peppers with me right now. I haven't fully stocked the refrigerator. I was testing the system out. I'm still trying to work out where I'm going to put everything. But I think this is pretty good. Looks good. I can make the same kind of stuff using the inverter cooking system in the rice cooker, but it's kind of big and involved. So typically you'll see me avoid making stuff like this while cooking inside the van. But the RV gives me quite a bit more room. And once I get the refrigerator and everything working out, we should be able to make some better dishes. So I think not bad for our maiden episode. The first food I cooked in here last night was actually spaghetti with hamburger meat. I took the hamburger meat, free hamburger meat, chopped it up just like this, added some cheap sauce, spaghetti sauce from Dollar Tree, and had spaghetti noodles with it, and some Parmesan cheese and crushed pepper. That was yesterday's dinner, last night's dinner. Tonight we're going to have, we can call it steak stir fry. Steak stir-fry vegetables with white rice. So I think we pretty much got the food done. I'm going to turn the heat down and let it simmer a little bit. Conserve our fuel. There we go. The canister's doing pretty good. I'm not cooking it at high all the time. I'm usually putting it at minimum. And I do have 4 more canisters that I'd like to try out when this one runs out. These canisters, you can see, have generic labeling because they came from the flea market. 4 of them was under $8, like $7.60 or 80 cents or something. So under $2 each. Whereas at Walmart, they were selling them for like, I think $3.68 per can. So quite a bit of savings. Thank you, viewers, for letting me know that you could get that at the flea market. I have not checked them out at the Asian market stores to see if they're even cheaper there, but as soon as I get time, I may go in there and try to find an Asian market and see if I can't check out the prices. But those Asian markets, they get kind of freaked out if I start filming. I got yelled at before. I don't know if you remember that episode. And I didn't want to get banned from the Asian market because that would be terrible. All right, let's go ahead and put together the serving plate and show you what it looks like. I don't know if I'm going to do a full-blown mukbang, although I probably should, since it's my first time, well, my second time eating in the RV, and some people might be interested in seeing this mess and how I managed to eat in it. So let me go ahead and put together the serving. We'll do a quick taste test, and then we'll put together a mukbang video if I can find my flimsy little pink assistant to hold the camera while we film that. So stay tuned. Alright, here then is what the food looks like. Doesn't that look good? It is stir-fry vegetable steak, and you can see the steam coming off the food. That's how freshly cooked it is. My eating situation is less than ideal right now because everything is still a mess. The van is still, not the van, the RV is still leaking. I don't have everything working, but I wanted to show you the setup that I have going on right now. I'm hoping to have the camera mounted here with my little virtual assistant. For those of you wondering what this is, it's basically a phone holder. I got it at the flea market for like $3, I think, $3 or $5. I don't know if they sell them where else. You might look online for them, but they may cost more. But if you have a flea market, they had it there for about $3 on the cell phone holder section. I have some light right there that I have shining at me right here to give me some light. Maybe I'll give myself some more light here so that the camera can... Ooh, look at that bright light. The camera can pick up all this. I got a light over here, light over there, light in the back. And then we're going to try to set the camera over here, point it down at me and the food, and hopefully you'll be able to watch me eat. For my drink, I'm going to have some Pepsi. For those of you who don't want to watch the mukbang, I'm going to do a quick taste test for you. Look at that food. Doesn't that look so good? So, let's try some of it. I don't have any pepper sauce or anything, because, this was just kind of thrown together. Still not fully operational. We are probably at about 20% operational, but still need to eat, right? Music you hear there is from my boss. I hope it's not picking it up and going to give me a... block my sound here, but hopefully we're talking loud enough and not picking up enough of it. But I'll go ahead and end this soon. Let me go ahead and do a quick taste test. That is good. Vegetables taste fresh. Everything is good. So we'll go ahead and do the mukbang, and hopefully the music won't trigger a copyright infringement. So next time, everyone, take care. God bless you all. I hope that wherever you are, you're staying safe and eating well. Have a good day now. Bye-bye now.